Hi everyone. Many women in our community are shattering aging stereotypes and love to be active and on the move, and they love to take holidays and travel to places where they can walk and hike and really keep on the move. Now, I'm going to share with you today 10 really great holiday ideas for women who want to take an active vacation, action holiday, and maybe you'll find one that you love and want to take part in. Now, my name is Margaret Manning. I'm the founder of 60 and Me, which is a community of women who are aging beautifully, and I'm so happy to have you here with us today. Thank you for being here. Our sponsor for today's show is Easy Spirit. Now, Easy Spirit believes that everything is possible if you've got a pair of comfortable shoes. And they make a great line of comfortable and stylish shoes. You can check their website, easyspirit.com, and there's a promotional code in the description of this video. So where are we going to go? It's active and fun, where you can walk and hike and, within reason, really push your limits. And this article by Sue Rudolph, one of our bloggers, gives 10 of the best ideas that I've ever come across. And some of them I've actually been close to, not in the same way that she's suggesting, but these are not heavy duty. Some of them will push you a bit, but I think you'll enjoy the description. So what have we got? Now, the first one is walking the Amalfi coast. Now, I rode in a bus on the Amalfi coast, and that was stunning enough just to be in a bus looking out of the window. But walking the coast is spectacular. You see the Bay of Naples, Pompeii, and Mount Vesuvius, and you can stay at locally run family hotels, B&Bs, of course, Airbnb. There's lots of options, but that view looking down over the sea is just remarkable. So that's the Amalfi coast in Italy. That's one option. Another one is to go snorkeling in Mexico. And by the way, all the details for these places are in the article that we'll link to, so you can check them out in more detail. But snorkeling, now I actually don't swim a lot, but I love snorkeling. It's such a beautiful way to become part of the ocean environment. But there's, you can see the turtles and all the little tropical fish. And the recommendation that Sue makes is Mexico. And apparently there's these amazing sinkholes and turquoise pools are just incredible. And that's why she makes that number 2 on her list of amazing places to have an active holiday. There's limestone formations framed by the jungle. Sounds wonderful. I've never been there, but that sounds like a nice one. Another option that Sue offers is cycling in Vietnam. Now, this is a country that has gone through, of course, a lot of changes in the last 30 years, and it's from people. I've a person right now who's there, one of our bloggers, Joan Moran. She just emailed back to say how amazing it is in terms of the infrastructure and the friendliness of the people. But cycling there is, from the fishing villages, the rice terraces, jungles and beaches, white sandy beaches. You can just ride a bicycle, and it's quite flat, so you can just not push it too much. You can take a rest at like a tropical resort, and that sounds like a pretty nice one, actually. And you can, if you want to finish off with a cruise, there's plenty of cruises in Halong Bay that you can do there as well. So number 4, sailing in Greece. Yes, I've done this one, but not on a yacht or anything that involved a lot of, manual exercise. But I think she's talking about sailing like in the traditional way. And there are lots of cruise companies that offer small boat cruises where you can have someone doing most of the heavy work and you get to participate, or you could just go as a passenger on a yacht all around the Adriatic and the Greek islands. Just amazing. And you can join a flotilla, which is where you've got a number of different ships, and it's all supported. You get your food and provided and all that good stuff. But I went on a cruise. I've been on several cruises in the Greek islands, and you just can't even begin to describe the beauty of the sunsets, just the culture and the history of that place and how it shaped our modern world is quite remarkable. Another cycling opportunity she mentions is cycling the Dalmatian coast. And this is actually in a similar area. The Adriatic moves into the Mediterranean. My geography is not so good, but it has thousands of miles in Croatia of coastline and some of the clearest water in the Mediterranean. So if you're looking for peace and dramatic scenery, you want to stop off at Dubrovnik, for example, or Split, Hvar, beautiful islands. You've got this amazing coastline there that you can cycle down and combine it with other trips. but cycling the Dalmatian. That's number 5. A canal boat holiday in the UK. Canals are super fun. I mean, they're very laid back, and if you've ever been on one, you know they go through the countryside of Europe. But this one is particularly, she's suggesting, in England, and it's not like technically that active because it's all done manually with piloting, automatic controls. It's a relaxing active, and of course, everywhere you stop, there's a beautiful pub, an outdoor garden, and you can just sit back, let the world go by, read a book, listen to a podcast, whatever makes you feel relaxed and happy. Another trip is Mont Blanc, and Mont Blanc is, I mean, this is an amazing part of the world. I mean, I live in Switzerland, so I know this is true. Once you get into the world of these mountains, the Alps and the Mont Blanc area, you just really just are taken away by the sheer grandeur of it. I mean, you just cannot, in a way, breathe. It's so beautiful. And she talks about the Chamonix. I've never been to this place, but the Mer de Glace Glacier. And these are places that are precious and they're to be enjoyed, but you can hike on foot, and it's not too dramatic. You can do it in small segments. So that's a really cool one, the Mont Blanc highlights. The next one she suggests is the Inca Trail. There's a couple more here, and the last one at the end is one that you can do anywhere in the world. But hiking the Inca Trail. Now that's going to put some extra miles on your Fitbit or whatever, increase your stamina and endurance. But this is one that's worth taking. The porters do take care of your luggage, so you can go on the Inca Trail and experience these traditions. They go back thousands of years, the cultures that live there, and a little bit of relative luxury these days. They've got a lot of trains and things that can take you to the hiking spots. But that's another one to consider. And by the way, there's no specific groups here that she's recommending. Just the concept, and then you can do some investigating of what companies group tours might take you there. I know G Adventures goes there quite a bit, and there's also OAT, which is another one that does a lot of those types of active tours, and I'm sure there's more. Maybe you've got a favorite you can share. So the next to last thing is to walk the Camino de Santiago trail, the pilgrimage that a lot of people take. This pilgrimage dates back to the 10th century, and people have been doing it for years because they believe that there's obviously a power of discipline and self-reliance and tenacity that takes people on this journey of self-exploration. It's got an element of self-discovery and spirituality to it. So that might be one. And you can do like short ones from 5 days to weeks. You can walk a part of the Camino de Santiago, or you can do the whole thing. And some people do that. It takes months. It's a long personal journey. And then the final one, well, this isn't a place. It's a way. It's a way to do this, which is to join a volunteer program. There's so many different volunteer programs that take you in these my notes here take you in these places that you might not have expected. And you can also do like the national parks, and there's also different work study groups or work programs where you can take on a project and work in the open air in a sort of active environment. And that's one that you might want to think about. If none of these others are possible, or they don't attract you or speak to you, then think about volunteering. You can experience local culture and at the same time get your exercise and your nature buzz, which I think is wonderful. So, hope that you found this useful. I've actually got lots of other articles on this subject on 60Me. I'll tell you where to go. If you go to 60andme.com/start, that will take you to all the places that you can get information. And then, of course, the website. You can just search for topics around active holidays or tours. There's plenty of travel information. There's a tab on travel itself. So, what activities do you enjoy? What kind of active holiday would you like to take? Leave your comments in the section below. Let's have a conversation. That's what we're here for. This community is for you to share your thoughts, your experiences, and let's all join in and just have fun reading each other's travel adventures. Thanks so much, everybody, for being here. Have a fabulous day, and we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye for now.